Lucerne. I'm at 7.5, now 7.75. 7.5, now 7.75. Bid 7, 8.25, now 8.5. I'm 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5, 8.25, now 8.5. Now 8.75. I need 8.75, now 900. Bid 900, $900. Bid 900. Now 9.25. 9 bid, now 9.25, now 9.5. I need 9.5. 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5, $950. Now 975. Bid 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. $1,000. Bid 1,000. Sold 975. Sold 975. Lot number 23 is a 2009 Kia Other. On this 2009 Kia Other, folks, lot number 23. Here we go. 4.25, now 4.5. 4.25, now 4.5. Now 475. 475, now 500. Bid 500, now 5.25. 5.25, now 5.5. Bid 5.5, now 575. 575, now 600. Bid 600, $600. 575, now 600. Bid 600. Sold 575. Sold 575. Lot number 24 is going to be your 2022 Ford Escape. This one here, 2022 Ford Escape, folks. I'm at 7,900, now 8,000. $8,000. 8,000, now 8,100. Bid 8,100, now 82. 8,200, now 83. Bid 83, now 84. I'm 84, now 85, now 86. Bid 86, now 87. 87, now 88. Bid 88. 8,800. 8,900, now 9,000. $9,000. Bid 9,000, now 91. I'm 9,100, now 92. Bid 92. 9,200, now 93. I'm 9,300, now 94. Bid 94, now 95. Bid 95, now 96. Bid 96, 9,600, now 97. 9,700, now 98. I need 98. 9,700, now 98. Bid 98, now 99. 9,900, now 10,000. Bid 10,000, now 10,1. 10,2, now 10,3. I'm at 10,2, now 10,3. 10,300, now 10,4. Bid 10,4, now 10,5. There's 1,500. 10,500, now 10,6. Bid 10,6. 10,5, now 10,6. 10,6, now 10,7. Bid 10,7. 10,700. There's 1,700. Sold 10,600. Sold 10,600. Lot number 25 is going to be your 2011 Ford Flex. This one here, folks, you got it? This one here is your 2011 Ford Flex, folks. 6.5, now 675. 675, now 700. Bid 700, now 7.25. 7 to bid, now 7.25. Now 7.5. I'm 7.5, now 775. 775, now 800. Bid 8.25, now 8.5. I'm 8.5, now 875. 875, now 900, now 9.25. 9 to bid, now 9.25. Now 9.5. I'm 9.5, now 975. Bid 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 975, now 1,000. Sold 9.5. Sold 9.5. Next up is going to be lot number 26. Is a 2014 Dodge Avenger. This one here, folks, is going to be your 2014 Dodge Avenger. 15.5, 16, now 16.5. 16.5, now 17. Bid 17. Bid 17. Oops, 1,700, now 17.5. I'm at 17.5, now 18. Ouch. Bid 18. 17.5, now 18. 1,800, now 18.5. I'm at 1,800, now 18.5. Bid 18.5, now 19. I need 19. 18.5, now 19. Now 19.5. Bid 19.5. 1,950. Now 2,000. Bid 2,000. 19.5. Now 2,000. Bid 2,000. Now 2,050. Bid 2,050. Those 1,050. There we go. Sold 2,000. Sold 2,000. Lot number 27 is your 2004 Acura TL. This one here, folks, is your 2004 Acura TL. I'm at 375, now 400. $400. 375, now 400. Bid 400, 375, now 400. Now 4 1/4, 4 1/4, now 4.5. Bid 4.5, 4 1/4, now 4.5. Bid 4.5. Sold 4 1/4, sold 4 1/4. Lot number 28 is your 2009 Toyota Camry, folks. 2009 Toyota Camry, folks. 1,200, now 12.5. I'm at 1,200, now 12.5. Bid 12.5, 1,250, 12.5. Sold $1,200, sold $1,200. Lot number 29 is going to be a 2018 Chevrolet Malibu. This one here, folks, 2018 Chevy Malibu. Here we go, 24.5, 25, now 25.5. Bid 25.5, now 26, 26.5, now 27. I need 27, 26.5, now 27. Bid 27, now 27.5, now 28. 2,800, now 28.5, now 29. Bid 29, now 29.5, now 3,000. Bid 3,000, now 3,050, now 31. I need 31, 3,000, 3,100, now 31.5, now 32. 3,200, now 32.5. Bid 32.5, 32.50, now 33. Bid 33, now 33.5, now 34. 3,400, 3,400, now 34.5. 3,500, now 35.5. Bid 35.50, now 36, 36.5. I need 36.5, 36.5, now 37. Bid 3,700, 3,700. Sold 36.5, sold 36.5. Lot number 30 is going to be your 2013 Hyundai Elantra. This one here, folks, is your 2013 Hyundai Elantra, lot number 30. 1,050, now 1,100, means 10. 1,050, now 1,100, now 11.5. 11.5, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, means $1,200. Bid 1,200, now 12.5, now 13. I need 13. 12.5, now 13. Bid 13. 1,300, now 13.5. Bid 13.5, 1,350, now 14. I need 14. 13.5, now 14, now 14.5. 1,450, 14.5, now 15. I'm 1,500, now 15.5. Bid 1,550, now 16. I need 16. 1,550, now 16. 1,600, now 16.5. I'm at 1,600, now 16.5. Bid 1,650, now 17. I need 17. 16.5, now 17. Now 17.5. Bid 17.5. 1,750, now 18. I need 18. 17.5, now 18. Bid 1,800. Bid 1,800, now 18.5. I'm at 1,800, now 18.5. Bid 1,850, now 19. Bid 19. Sold 18.5. Sold 18.5. Lot number 31 is your 2016 Nissan Maxima, folks. This one here is your 2016 Nissan Maxima. I'm at 19.5, now 2,000. $2,000. 19.5, now 2,000. Bid 2,000. 19.5, now 2,000. Now 2,050, now 21. I need 21. 2,050, now 21. 2,100. 2,100, now 21.5. 21.5, now 22. Now 22.5. Bid 22.5. 2,250. 2,250, now 23. I'm 2,300, now 23.5. Bid 23.5. 2,400, now 24.5. Bid 24.5. Kids. 2,500, now 25.5. I need 25.5. 2,500, now 25.5. Sold 2,500. Sold 2,500. Lot number 32 is a 2002 Honda Accord. 2002 Honda Accord. Lot number 32. Here we go. 200, now 2 and a quarter. 200 bid, now 2 and a quarter. 2 and a half, now 275. I need 275, now 300. Bid 300, now 3 and a quarter. 300 bid, now 3 and a quarter. Bid 3 and a quarter. 325, 3 and a quarter. Sold $300. Sold $300. Lot number 33 is your 2012 Infiniti G25. 2012 Infiniti G25, folks. 875, 900, now 9 and a quarter. 900 bid, now 9 and a quarter. 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half, now 975, 1,000. $1,000, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. Bid 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, 1,100, now 11 and a half. I'm at 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, now 12 and a half. I need 12 and a half. 1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, now 13. I'm 1,300, now 13 and a half. Bid 13 and a half, 1,350. So 1,350, now 14. You barely got your bid in. 1,400, now 14 and a half. 14 and a half. Come on, what's going on? Wait a minute. It's still going. Is it still going?
Infiniti?
No, wait a minute.
2012 Infiniti.
Yes, it's still going.
It's still going?
It's jumping around. Get your bids in. We're on the good old internet, and it's we're having issues here. 2012 Infiniti G25. I'm at 1,700, now 17 and a half. Bid 17 and a half, now 18. Bid 18, 17 and a half, now 18. 1,800, 1,800. Oh my goodness. Sold 18 and a half. Sold 18 and a half. Don't wait till the last second, folks. You're not going to get your bid in. Next up is going to be lot number 35 is a rebuild salvage, folks. Rebuild salvage. Here we go. 2014 Honda Accord. This one here is your 2014 Honda Accord. Okay, what's going on here? Now it's saying sold. Sold $1,100. Sold $1,100. Lot number 36 is going to be the 2000 Nissan Sentra. Nissan Sentra. Here we go. 2000 Nissan Sentra. This is your lot number 36. Thank you. 200, now 2 and a quarter. 200 bid, now 2 and a quarter. Bid 2 and a quarter. 2 and a half, now 275. 275, now 300, now 3 and a quarter. Bid 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. I'm 3 and a half, now 375. Bid 375, 375, 375. Now 400. Bid 400, now 4 and a quarter. 400 bid, now 4 and a quarter. 4 and a quarter. 425. Sold $400. Sold $400. Lot number 37 is your 1998 Nissan Maxima, folks. This one here is your 1998 Nissan Maxima. 200, now 2 and a quarter. 200 bid, now 2 and a quarter. Bid 2 and a quarter. 225, 225, now 2 and a half. I'm 2 and a half, now 275. Bid 275, now 300. I need 300, now 3 and a quarter. 3 and a bid, now 3 and a quarter. Bid 3 and a quarter. 325. Sold $300. Sold $300. Lot number 38 is going to be your 2003 Ford F-150, folks. This one here is your 2003 Ford F-150. 300, now 3 and a quarter. 3 and a bid, now 3 and a quarter. Bid 3 and a quarter. 325. 325, now 3 and a half. 3 and a half. 375, now 400. Bid 400, now 4 and a quarter. 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. Bid 4 and a half. 450. 475, now 500. Bid 500. Sold 475. Sold 475. Lot number 39 is going to be the 2017 Honda Ridgeline. This one here, folks, 2017 Honda Ridgeline. 3,500, now 35 and a half, now 36. Bid 36, now 36 and a half, now 37, now 37 and a half, now 38. 38 and a half, now 39. 39 and a half, now 4,000. 4,050, now 41. 41 and a half. Bid 42. 42 and a half, now 43. 4,300, now 43 and a half. Bid 43 and a half, now 44. 44 and a half, 44 and a half, now 45. 45 and a half, now 46. Bid 4,600, 4,600. 4,600, now 46 and a half, now 47. Bid 47, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, now 48. 4,800, now 48 and a half, now 49. I need 49. 48 and a half, now 49, now 49 and a half, now 5,000. Bid 5,000, now 51, now 52. 5,200, 5,200, now 53. Now 5,300, now 54, now 55. 5,500, now 56. Bid 5,600, 5,600, now 57. 57, now 58, now 59. 59, now 6,000. Bid 6,000, now 61. 6,100, now 62. Bid 62. 6,200, now 63. I'm 63, now 64, now 65. Bid 65. 6,500, now 66. Bid 66. 67, now 68. I need 68. 6,700, now 68. Bid 68, now 69. I need 6,900. 68, now 69. All done, all through. Now 7,000. Bid 7,000. Sold 6,900. Sold 6,900. Lot number 40 is going to be the 2003 Chevrolet Silverado. This one here, folks, is your 2003 Chevrolet Silverado, folks. 900, now 9 and a quarter. 900 bid, now 9 and a quarter. Bid 9 and a quarter. 925, now 9 and a half. 975, 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050, now 1,100, now 11 and a half. I need 11 and a half, now 1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half. 1,250, 12 and a half. Sold $1,200. Sold $1,200. Lot number 41 is going to be the 2009 Ford F-150, folks. This one here is a 2009 Ford F-150, folks. 12 and a half, now 13. I need 13. 12 and a half, now 13. Now 13 and a half. 13 and a half, now 14. Now 14 and a half, now 15. Bid 15. 1,500, now 15 and a half. Bid 15 and a half, now 16. 1,600, now 16 and a half. Bid 16 and a half. 1,650. 1,650. Sold $1,600. Sold $1,600. Lot number 42 is going to be the 2003 Chevrolet Tahoe. This one here, folks, 2003 Chevrolet Tahoe, 875, 900, 9 and a quarter, 9 and a half, now 975, now 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050, means 50, now 1,100. I need 1,100. 1,050, now 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half, now 12, now 12 and a half. I need 12 and a half, now 13. Bid 13, now 13 and a half. Bid 13 and a half, means 350, now 14, now 14 and a half. Bid 14 and a half, 1450, 1450. Now 15, means 500, 1,500. 14 and a half, 15, now 15 and a half. Bid 1,550, 1,550. Now 16, 1,600. 1,600, now 16 and a half. I'm at 16, now 16 and a half. Bid 1,650. Sold $1,600. Sold $1,600. Lot number 43 is your 2005 Dodge Grand Caravan, folks. This is your 2005 Dodge Grand Caravan. 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. I'm 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. Bid 3 and a half, 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. 350, 3 and a half. Sold 3 and a quarter, sold 3 and a quarter. Lot number 44 is your 2022 Volkswagen Other, folks. This one here, folks, is your 2022 Volkswagen Other. 2050, now 21. 2100, now 21 and a half, now 22. Bid 2200, 2200. 2200, now 22 and a half, now 23. 2300, now 23 and a half, now 24. 24 and a half. Bid 24 and a half, now 25. 25 and a half, now 26. 26 and a half. Bid 26 and a half, now 27. 2700, now 27 and a half. Bid 27 and a half, now 28. Bid 28, now 28 and a half. 28 and a half, now 29. Bid 29, now 29 and a half. Bid 29 and a half, 2,950. 29 and a half, now 3,000. $3,000. Bid 3,000, now 3,050. Bid 3,050, now 31. Bid 31, now 31 and a half. 31 and a half. 3150, now 32. Bid 32, 32 and a half, now 33. I need 33. 32 and a half, now 33. Now 33 and a half. Bid 33 and a half, now 34. 3,400, 3,400. Now 35. 34 and a half, now 35, now 35 and a half. Bid 35 and a half. Get your bids in, folks. 35 and a half, now 36. I need 36. 35 and a half, now 36. Bid 36, now 36 and a half. 36 and a half, 3650. Now 37. 3,700. 3,700, now 37 and a half. Bid 37 and a half. Sold 3,700. Sold 3,700. Lot number 45 is going to be your 2012 Nissan Murano. Here we go. 2012 Nissan Murano. 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 975, now 1,000. 1,050. Bid 1,050, 1,050. 1,050. Now 1,100. 1,100, now 11 and a half. I need 11 and a half. 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half, 1,150. 11 and a half, now 1,200. I need 1,200. 1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, 1,250. 12 and a half, now 13. I need 13. 12 and a half, now 13. Bid 13, now 13 and a half. I'm at 1,300, now 13 and a half. 1,350, now 14. Bid 14. 13 and a half, now 14. Now 14 and a half. I'm at 1,400, now 14 and a half. Bid 1,450, now 15. I need 15. 14 and a half, now 15. 1,500. Sold 14 and a half. Sold 14 and a half. Lot number 46 is going to be your 2017 Nissan Juke. This one here, folks, 2017 Nissan Juke. 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, meets 10, now 11 and a half. I'm at 1,100, now 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 1,200, now 12 and a half. I need 12 and a half, now 13. 1,300, now 13 and a half. Bid 13 and a half, 1,350, now 14. Bid 1,400. 13 and a half, now 14. Bid 1,400, now 14 and a half, now 15. 1,500, now 15 and a half, now 16. Now 16 and a half. Bid 16 and a half, now 17. 17 and a half. I need 17 and a half. 1,700, now 17 and a half, now 18. Bid 18 and a half, now 19. Bid 19. 18 and a half, now 19. Now 19 and a half. 1950. 1950, now 2,000, now 2,050. Bid 2,050, now 21. Bid 2,100. Now 21 and a half. 21 and a half, now 22. I need 22. 21 and a half, now 22. 22, now 22 and a half, now 23. 2,300, now 23 and a half. 2,350, 2,350. Sold 2,300. Sold 2,300. Lot number 47 is going to be the 2017 Ford Escape. This one here, folks, is going to be your 2017 Ford Escape. 6 1/4, now 6 1/2. I'm 6 1/4, now 6 1/2. Bid 6 1/2, 675, now 700. I need 700. 675, now 700. $700, 7 1/4, 7 1/2, 775, now 800. Bid 800, 8 1/4, now 8 1/2. I need 8 1/2. 8 1/4, now 8 1/2. Bid 8 1/2, 850. 875, now 900. Bid 900. 875, now 900. $900. Sold. 875. Sold. 875. Lot number 48 is going to be your 2001 Ford Explorer. This one here, folks, is your 2001 Ford Explorer. Here we go. 3 1/2, now 375. I'm 3 1/2, now 375. Bid 375, 375. Sold 3 1/2. Sold 3 1/2. Lot number 49 is going to be the 2000 GMC Yukon XL 1500, folks. The 2000 GMC Yukon XL 1500. 6 1/2, now 675. 675, 7, now 7 1/4. 7 1/4, now 7 1/2, now 775. 775, now 800, now 8 1/4. Bid 8 1/4, now 8 1/2. I'm 8 1/2, now 875. 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9 1/4. 900 bid, now 9 1/4, now 9 1/2. Bid 9 1/2, now 975. 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050. 1,050. Now 1,100. I need 1,100, now 11 1/2. 11 1/2, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, now 12 1/2. I need 12 1/2. 1,200, now 12 1/2. Bid 12 1/2. 1,250. Sold. $1,200. Sold. $1,200. Lot number 50 is going to be your 2005 Ford F-150. This one here, folks, is going to be your 2005 Ford F-150. Here we go. 7 1/2, now 775. I'm 7 1/2, now 775. 775, 800, now 8 1/4, now 8 1/2. I need 8 1/2. 8 1/2, now 875, now 900. Bid 900, 875, now 900. Now 9 1/4. 9 1/4, now 9 1/2, now 975. 975, now 1,000. 1,050. Bid 1,050, 1,050. 1,050. 1,050. Sold 1,000. Sold 1,000. Lot number 51 is your 2011 Hyundai Tucson. This one here, folks, is going to be your 2011 Hyundai Tucson. I'm at 8 1/2, now 875. 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9 1/4. 900 bid, now 9 1/4, now 9 1/2. 9 1/2, now 975, now 1,000, 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, now 11 1/2, now 1,200, now 12 1/2. I need 12 1/2. 12 1/2, now 13. 13, now 13 1/2. I'm at 13 1/2. Bid 13 1/2. 1350. 1350, now 14. 1,400, now 14 1/2, now 15. I need 15. 1,500, now 15 1/2. Bid 15 1/2. 1,550, now 16. I need 16. 1,600, now 16 1/2. Bid 16 1/2. 1,650, now 17. I need 17. 16 1/2, now 17. 1,700. Sold 16 1/2. Sold 16 1/2. Lot number 52 is going to be the 1999 Chevrolet Silverado, folks. 1999, my favorite year, folks. Chevy Silverado. I'm at 4 1/2, now 475. Oops, calm down, calm down. 4 1/2, now 475. 4 1/2, now 475. 475, now 500. Now 5 1/4. 5 1/2, now 5 1/4, now 5 1/2. I need 5 1/2. 5 1/2, now 575. Now 600, now 6 1/4. I'm 6 1/4, now 6 1/2. Bid 6 1/2. 675, now 700. I need 700. 700, now 7 1/4, now 7 1/2. I'm 7 1/2, now 775. 800, now 8 1/4. Bid 8 1/4. 8 1/4, now 8 1/2. Bid 8 1/2, now 875. I'm 8 1/2, now 875. Now 900, now 9 1/4. 900 bid, now 9 1/4. Bid 9 1/4. Thank you. 9 1/4. 925, now 9 1/2. I'm 9 1/4, now 9 1/2. Bid 9 1/2. 950. 9 1/2. Now 975. 975. 1,000. 1,050. Bid 1,050. 1,050. now 1,050, 1,100, now 11 and a half. I need 11 and a half. 1,100, now 11 and a half. 1,150, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200. Sold 11 and a half. Sold 11 and a half. Lot number 53 is the 2008 Toyota Tacoma. 2008 Toyota Tacoma. I'm at 1275, 13 and a quarter, now 1375. Bid 1375, now 14 and a quarter, now 1475, 15 and a quarter, now 1575, 16 and a quarter, now 1675, 1675, now 17 and a quarter, 1775, now 18 and a quarter, 18 and a quarter, now 1875, now 19 and a quarter, now 1975, 1975, now 2000 and a quarter, now 2075, 21 and a quarter, now 2175, 22 and a quarter, bid 22 and a quarter, 22.25, now 22.75, now 23 and a quarter. Bid 23 and a quarter, 23.75, 24 and a quarter, 24.75, now 25 and a quarter, 25.75, now 26 and a quarter, 26.75, now 27 and a quarter, now 27.75, 27.75, now 28 and a quarter, now 29, 29 and a quarter, now 29.75. Bid 29.75, 3,000 and a quarter, 3,000 and a quarter, now 3,075. Bid 3,075, 31 and a quarter. I need 31 and a quarter, 31 and a quarter. Bid 31 and a quarter. Sold 3075. Sold 3,075. Lot number 54 is going to be your 2018 Alfa Romeo Giulia. This one here is your 2018 Alfa Romeo Giulia. 1,600, now 16 and a half. I'm at 1,600, now 16 and a half. Bid 1,650, means 650. Sold $1,600. Sold $1,600. Lot number 55 is a rebuilt salvage, folks. 2004 Ford F-150. This is a rebuilt salvage, folks. 2004 Ford F-150. Here we go. 3.5, now 375. I'm at 3.5, now 375. Bid 375, 375. 375. 400, now 4 and a quarter. 4 and a quarter, now 4.5. Bid 4.5, 4.5, now 475. 475, now 500. Bid 500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a bid, now 5 and a quarter. Now 5 and a half. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half, now 575. 575, now 600, now 6 and a quarter. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. Bid 6 and a half. 650, now 675. 675, now 700. Bid 700, now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half. 750. Now 775. I'm at 7 and a half, now 775. Bid 775, now 800. 800, now 8 and a quarter. 800 bid, now 8 and a quarter. Bid 8 and a quarter, 825, 825. Now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a half, now 875. 875. Now 900. Bid 900. 875, now 900. Bid 900. Sold 875. Sold 875. Lot number 56 is a rebuilt salvage, folks. 2008 GMC Yukon. This one here, folks, is your 2008 GMC Yukon. Here we go. 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, means $1,100. 1,050, 1,100, now 11 and a half, now 1,200. 1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, now 13. I need 13. 12 and a half, now 13, now 13 and a half. Bid 13 and a half, now 14. I need 14. 13 and a half, now 14. 1,400, now 14 and a half. 14 and a half, now 15. Bid 15. 14 and a half, now 15. Bid 15, now 1,500. 15 and a half. I'm at 1,500, now 15 and a half, now 16. Bid 16. 15 and a half, now 16. Bid 16, now 16 and a half, now 17. I need 17. 16 and a half, now 17. Bid 17 and a half. I'm at 1700, now 17 and a half. Bid 1750, now 18. I need 18. 17 and a half, now 18, now 18 and a half. Bid 1850, 1850, now 19. I need 19. 18 and a half, now 19. Bid 19. Sold 18 and a half. Sold 18 and a half. Lot number 57 is going to be your 1999 Chevrolet Silverado, folks. This one here is going to be your 1999 Chevy Silverado, folks. 600, now 6 and a quarter. 600 bid, now 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I need 6 and a half. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. Bid 6 and a half. 650, now 675. 675, now 700, now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter, 7 and a half, now 775. Bid 775, 775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8 and a quarter, 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875, now 900, now 9 and a quarter. 900 bid, now 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. 9 and a half, now 975, now 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050, means 50, now 1,100. I'm at 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, means 100. Sold 1,050, sold 1,050. Lot number 58 is going to be the 2023 Chevrolet Trailblazer, folks. 2023 Chevrolet Trailblazer. Here we go. 8,400, now 85. I'm 85, now 86. Bid 86, 85, 8,600, now 87. 8,700, now 88. 8,800, now 89. Bid 89, 89, now 9,000. 9,000, now 91, now 92. Bid 92, now 93. Bid 93, now 94. I'm 94, now 95. Bid 9,500. 9,500, 9,500. Sold 9,400. Sold 9,400. Lot number 59 is your 2007 Toyota Corolla. No. Is that a Toyota? Maybe it is. There it is, 2007 Toyota Corolla, folks. 2.5, now 275. I'm at 2.5, now 275, now 300. Bid 300, now 3 and a quarter. I need 3 and a quarter. 300, now 3 and a quarter. Bid 3 and a quarter. 3.5, now 375. I'm at 3.5, 375, 4 and a quarter, 4.5, now 475. Bid 475. 500, now 5 and a quarter. 500 bid, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. I need 5.5, now 575. I've never seen a little hatchback like that. 5.5, now 575. It matches. 575, now 600. Now 6 and a quarter. 6 and a quarter. Now 6 and a half. Bid 6 and a half. I guess it's just the way the title comes back. 6 and a half, now 675. Bid 675. Now 700. 700, now 7 and a quarter. 700 bid, now 7 and a quarter. Bid 7 and a quarter. Now 7 and a half. I'm 7 and a half, now 775. 775, 775, now 800. Bid 800. 775, now 800. Bid 800. Sold 775. Sold 775. Lot number 60 is a 2002 Jeep Liberty. Next one here, folks, is going to be your 2002 Jeep Liberty. Dale para adelante, Leo. I'm at 300, now 3 and a quarter. 300 bid, now 3 and a quarter. Bid 3 and a quarter, 3 and a half, now 375. 375, now 400. Bid 400, now 4 and a quarter. 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. Bid 4 and a half, now 475. 475, 500, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half, now 575. 575, now 600, now 6 and a quarter. Bid 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I'm 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. Bid 6 and a half, now 675. 675, 675, now 700. I need 700. 675, now 700. Bid 700. Sold 675. Sold 675. Lot number 61 is a 2008 Dodge Ram, folks. This one here is your 2008 Dodge Ram. Here we go. 6 1/4, 6.5, now 675. 6.5, now 675. 675, now 700, now 7 1/4. 7 in a bid, now 7 1/4. Bid 7 1/4, now 7.5. I'm 7.5, now 775. 800, now 8 1/4. I'm 8 1/4, now 8.5, now 875. Bid 875, 875, 875, now 900, now 9 1/4. 9 bid, now 9 1/4. Bid 9 1/4, 925, now 9.5. I need 9.5. 9 1/4, now 9.5. Bid 9.5, now 975. Bid 975, 975. Sold 9.5. Sold 9.5. Lot number 62 is going to be the 2013 Chevrolet Tahoe. This one here, folks, is a 2013 Chevrolet Tahoe, folks. Here we go, 2050, 21 out 21.5. Bid 21.5, 2150, 2150, 21.5, now 22. I'm 22, now 22.5. Bid 22.5, 2250, now 23. I'm 2300, now 23.5. Bid 2350, 2350, now 24. I'm 2400, now 24.5. Bid 24.5. 2450, now 25. 2500, now 25.5. I need 25.5. 2500, now 25.5, now 26. 2600, now 26.5, now 27. Bid 27, now 27.5. Bid 27.5, now 28. 2800, now 28.5. Bid 28.5. 2850, now 29. 2900, now 29.5. Bid 29.5. Sold $2,900. Sold $2,900. Lot number 63 is a 2002 Chevrolet Venture, folks. Help, help, help. Thank you. 2002 Chevrolet Venture. 2 1/4, not 2.5. I'm at 2 1/4, 275, 300, not 3 1/4. Bid 3 1/4, 300, not 3 1/4. 3 1/4, not 3.5. I need 3.5. 3 1/4, not 3.5. 350, now 375. Bid 375, now 400. Bid 400, $400. 375, now 400. Sold 375. Sold 375. Lot number 64 is your 1999 Chevrolet Silverado. This one here, folks, is a 1999 Chevrolet Silverado. 18.5, now 19. 18.5, now 19. Bid 19, now 19.5. 1900, now 19.5. Bid 19.5. 1950. Sold 1900. Sold 1900. Lot number 65 is a 2008 GMC Acadia. Our first hot deal of the day. Hot deal of the day, folks. 2008 GMC Acadia. 2 1/4, not 2.5. 2 1/4, not 2.5. Bid 2.5. 2 1/4, not 2.5. Bid 250, 250, 2.5. Sold 2 1/4. Sold 2 1/4. Lot number 66 is a 2004 Infiniti QX56. This one here, folks, 2004 Infiniti QX56. 575, now 600. I'm 575, now 600. Bid 600, now 6 1/4. 600 bid, now 6 1/4. Now 6.5. Bid 6.5. 6 1/4, now 6.5. 650, 6.5. Sold 6 1/4. Sold 6 1/4. Lot number 67 is going to be the 2008 Honda Civic. This one here, folks, is your 2008 Honda Civic. Here we go. 800, now 8 1/4. 800 bid, now 8 1/4. Bid 8 1/4. 825, now 8.5. I'm 8 1/4, now 8.5. Now 875. Bid 875, 875. 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9 1/4. 900 bid, now 9 1/4. Now 9.5. 9.5, now 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 975, now 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050, now 1,100. I need 1,100, 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, need 100, $1,100, now 11.5. I'm at 11.5, now 1,200, now 12.5. Bid 12.5, 1,250, 12.5. Sold $1,200, sold $1,200. Lot number 68 is your 2008 Ford Expedition, folks. Here we go. 2008 Ford Expedition. 6.5, now 675. I'm 6.5, now 675, now 700. Bid 700. 675, now 700. Bid 700. $700. 675, now 700. Bid 700, now 7.25. 700 bid, now 7.25, now 7.5. 7.5, now 775. Bid 775, 775, now 800. Bid 800, $800, now 8.25. 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5, now 875. I'm 8.5, now 875. Now 900. Bid 900, now 9.25. 900 bid, now 9.25, now 9.5. I need 9.5, now 975. 975. 9.5, now 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. Bid 1,050, need 50. Now 11. I need 11. 1,100, now 11.5. I need 11.5. 1,100, now 11.5. Bid 11.5, need 150. Now 1,200. Bid 1,200. 11.5, now 1,200. Bid 1,200. Sold 11.5. Sold 11.5. Lot number 69 is the 2003 Chevrolet Silverado. This one's marked junk, folks. This one is marked junk. I'm going to ask you to please put off your pictures so that we can get this truck and trailer turned around, folks. But this one is marked junk, folks. 2003 Chevy Silverado. 5.25, 5.5, now 575. Bid 575, now 600, now 6.25. 6.25, now 6.5, now 675. 700, 7.25, now 7.5. Bid 7.5, now 775. 775, 800, now 8.25. Bid 8.25, 8.25, 8.25, now 8.5. I'm 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5, now 875. I'm 8.5, now 875. Now 900. Bid 900, now 9.25. 900 bid, now 9.25, now 9.5. I need 9.5. 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5, now 975. 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 975, now 1,000. 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. Bid 1,050, 1,050. Now 1,100. 1,100, now 11.5. I'm at 11, now 11.5. Bid 11.5, means 1,050. Now 1,200. 1,200, 1,200, $1,200. Sold 11.5. Sold 11.5. Whoa. Espérame tantito.
Whoa.
And there's a hole right there. Okay. Here we go. On the 2010 Honda Civic, folks. Here you go. 2010 Honda Civic. 7.5, now 775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8.25. 8.25, now 8.5. Now 875. 875, now 900. Now 9.25. 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5. 8.25. 8.25, now 8.5. Now 875. 875, now 900. Now 9.25. 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5. 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 1,050, now 1,100. I need 1,100. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, now 11.5. I need 11.5. 1,100, now 11.5. Bid 11.5, now 1,200. I need 1,200. 11.5, now 1,200, now 12.5. Bid 12.5, 1,250. 12.5. Sold $1,200. Sold $1,200. Line number 71 is your 2005 Toyota Corolla, folks. This one here is your 2005 Toyota Corolla. 7.5, now 775. 800, now 8.25. 800 bid, now 8.25. now 8.5. I'm 8.5, now 875, now 900, now 9.25. 900 bid, now 9.25. Bid 9.25, 9.5, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 975, now 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050 means 50, 1,050, now 1,100. I need 1,100. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100 means 10, now 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 11 and a half, now 1,200. Now 12 and a half. Bid 1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, 1,250. Sold $1,200. Sold $1,200. Lot number 72 is a 2008 Honda Civic. 2008 Honda Civic, folks. Three and a quarter, now 3.5. I'm 3.25, 3.5, now 375. Bid 375, now 400, now 4.5. I'm 4.5, 475, now 500. Bid 5, 5.25. 5.25, now 5.5, now 575. 575, now 600, now 6.25. Bid 6.25, now 6.5. I'm 6.25, now 6.5, now 675. 675, now 700, now 7.25, now 7.5. I'm 7.5, now 775, now 800. Bid 800, 8.25, now 8.5. I'm 8.5, now 875. 875, 875, 870, 900, 9.25, now 9.5. I need 9.5, 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5, 950. Sold 9.25, sold 9.25. Lot number 73 is a 2017 Ford Fiesta. This one here, folks, is your 2017 Ford Fiesta. 7.5, now 775. 775, 800, 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5, 8.25, 8.5, 875, now 900, 9.25, 9.5. I need 9.5, 9.25, now 9.5. Now 975, 975, now 1,000, 1,050, now 100, now 11.5. Bid 11.5, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 11.5, now 1,200. Now 12.5. I need 12.5, 1,200, now 12.5. Bid 12.5, 1,250, 12.5. Sold $1,200. Sold $1,200. Lot number 74 is a salvage, folks. 2005 Dodge Stratus. This one here is marked salvage, folks. Salvage, salvage, salvage. 200 on the 2005 Dodge Stratus. This is a salvage. 200, now 2.25. Bid 2.25. 200, now 2.25. 225, 225, now 2.5. I'm 2.25, now 2.5. Bid 2.5, now 275. I'm 275, now 300, $300. Now 3.25, 300 bid, now 3.25, now 3.5. I'm 3.25, now 3.5. Get your bids in, folks. 3.25, now 3.5. Bid 3.5, 350. Sold 3.25, sold 3.25. Lot number 75 is a 2011 Ford Fusion. This one here, folks, 2011 Ford Fusion. 675, now 700. Bid 700, now 7.25. 700 bid, now 7.25. 725, 725, now 7.5. I need 7.5. 7.25, now 7.5. Bid 7.5, now 775. 775, now 800. Bid 800, 775, now 800, now 8.25. 800 bid, now 8.25, now 8.5. I need 8.5. 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 850, now 875. 875, 875, now 900. I need 900. 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9.25. 900 bid, now 9.25. Bid 9.25, 925. Now 9.5. I'm at 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5, now 975. 9.5, now 975. 975. Sold 9.5. Sold 9.5. Lot number 76 is a rebuild salvage, folks. 1998 Honda Civic. This one here, folks, is going to be the 1998 Honda Civic. Here we go. 500, now 5.25. 500 bid, now 5.25. Bid 5.25. 5.25, now 5.5. I'm 5.5, now 575. 575, now 600. Bid 600. 575, now 600, now 6 and a quarter. I need 6 and a quarter. 600, now 6 and a quarter. 625. Sold. $600. Sold. $600. Lot number 77 is going to be the 2013 Hyundai Sonata. This one here, folks, is a 2013 Hyundai Sonata. I'm at 1100, now 11 and a half. 1100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half. 11 and a half, now 1200. Bid 1200, 1200. Bid $1,200. Now 12 and a half. I need 12 and a half. 1200, now 12 and a half. 1250. 12 and a half. Sold. $1,200. Sold. $1,200. Lot number 78 is a 2000 Lincoln LS. Lincoln LS, folks. Here we go. 275, now 300. Bid 300. 300, now 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. Bid 3 and a half. 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. 350. 3 and a half. Sold. 3 and a quarter. Sold. 3 and a quarter. Lot number 79 is a 2010 Dodge Caliber. This one here, folks, is going to be the 2010 Dodge Caliber. Here we go. 500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half. 5 and a half. 575, now 600. Bid 600, now 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I need 6 and a half. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. Now 675. Bid 675, now 700. Bid 7.